If you have any questions, let's start the session with questions, then I will do the topics, if we have some time left. Do you have any questions? If you have, then you would have already asked Siri, right? So I had to give you some fuel to ask the questions. So what is data science, based on what you understood so far? Come on, you must be participative. That's how you learn.
Data science is study of using different disciplines like mathematics and also business domain knowledge to derive insights and help organizations answer some pretty difficult questions which can't be answered by existing analytic applications.
Correct. Good. Any other takers? Data science is science. And what is science?
Study of something.
Science is a field with which you solve problems, right? So science is a problem solver. And data science is solving the problems using the data. So data science. And they have a word in between. They intentionally eliminate it. It is data-driven science. Okay? So the center to data science is data, and not program. It is science only. Center to data science is data, not a program. So your attention has to be on data. If I don't give you enough examples, it cannot learn. If I don't give you enough cat images, it cannot learn there is a cat in the picture. If you are a human, you are intelligent, you can abstract things very well. But that is not the case with a machine. If you have a 3-year-old daughter, and then show that daughter, hey, I will show you thousands of animals in African safari. I'll take you to Kenya. And then the father takes the daughter around, and then he shows on a dried up riverbed, thousands of, this National Geography we see, right? Thousands of bulls are coming. He will tell the daughter, stay back. And the daughter, 3-year-old, stays back. You bring the same daughter, same father to Kukatpalli Junction, world's busiest junction, it looks like. And then you don't have to tell the daughter it, she will stay back from the traffic. That is abstraction human can do. Machines cannot do that. So machines need lots and lots of data. Very important. So data science is not going to replace humans, and don't make it extinct. So human race continues to dominate data science. It is just that humans will be better with data science. Okay? So what is AI? What is data science? What is AI? I mean, you want to understand, right? Sure. People speak. There's a lot of buzz around.
Yes, but there is no thin line. There is a thin line of difference which I couldn't find.
Very good. I think learning starts from questions. If you stop asking questions, learning stops. And the more you ask the questions, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you don't know. That's reality, right? Isn't it? So, let us start from computer science. Okay. But everybody knows, right? Okay. AI is a subset of computer science. Artificial intelligence is a subfield within computer science. Okay. Machine learning is a subset within AI. Deep learning is within subset of machine learning. Now at least you know who is the father of who. So at least you have that hierarchy. Then what is AI? There you go. There you go. So, no. The second part is not, yeah. So AI is the science and engineering of making machines intelligent. Okay. So now let us break this down. What is a machine? What, what is a machine?
Anything that reduces human intervention or makes human intervention irrelevant.
Right. A machine is a computer, or a machine is a program, and a machine is a robot. A simple program, it could be a few lines of code, it could be a computer, or it could be a robot. So end of the day, a non-human is performing something that humans perform. And what is intelligence? How do you define intelligence?
Ability to take decisions depending upon a situation or a scenario.
Yeah. That is decision making. What is intelligence? Intelligence is your ability to think. Everyone has the ability to think. It doesn't mean that everyone is intelligent. As long as you are not in coma, you are thinking. Doesn't mean you are intelligent. So what is intelligence?
Think effectively and efficiently.
Think effectively and efficiently. Yeah, but still, yeah, okay. That's like improvising thinking. But does it make you intelligent? You know, first I feel like just jumping down from here. This is easy. And then jumping down from a cliff is detrimental to me. So I may improvise like that. Okay, it's good. So I want to hear the real words. I know inherently this is in a way correct. What is intelligence? Intelligence is your ability to acquire and apply the knowledge. That's what humans do day in and out. We acquire the knowledge and we apply the knowledge. Can machines do that? How do you acquire the knowledge? How did the 3-year-old daughter acquire the knowledge and then apply it elsewhere? The 3-year-old girl has generalized it. Machine cannot do that. That is extremely hard task. You know, surprising thing? What adults cannot do, machines do like this. What babies can do, machines can't do it. It's the reverse. Isn't it surprising? Adults cannot do kind of 10 to the power of 20 matrix multiplication computation. Adults cannot even do what is 27 times 324. But machines can do like this. But machines cannot do baby steps. Isn't it surprising? Yeah, that's because we have a gene pool within us through which we have evolved. Machines haven't evolved. Right? It takes time for machines to have layers of learning. See, we learn through abstractions. Machines also learn through abstractions in a way. And then you have low-level language, high-level language, and then you have languages and all of that. So intelligence is about acquiring knowledge and then applying it. Can you make machines acquire the knowledge and apply it? Where do you think machines can acquire the knowledge from? Huh? From where? From data. Of course, humans are everywhere. I mean, the earth is blessed not to have humans for a really long time. The earth is blessed to have them for so long, and they will continue to be there. AI may also do implicit programming. So all the rule-based, knowledge-based systems that we have, you may also call it AI, because they're also making intelligent things. They're also solving the problems that humans solve here and there. Just because data science happened to be there in the past 15 years, it doesn't mean that there was no AI before, right? Intelligence is always there. How we are extracting and using that intelligence is changing leaps and bounds in the past few years. That is different. Okay. And has the demand. Oh, if AI has been there for many, many decades since 1956, why is the sudden demand today? In the 1956 also they wanted to have robots do what humans do.
but nothing happens.
Machine learning is about the machines that learn from the data, that learn from the features inside the data, that learn from the features inside the data, but it is two-step process. In the traditional machine learning, it's two-step process. You extract the features, then learn from it. Two steps. In deep learning, they are combined. You don't extract the features from this. You may get different dimensions, measurements, geometry of all of that in different fields. But the key features that you need to extract are the top table piece and the leg. These are the two features you need to extract from. So many fields you can extract from there for saying what that object is. So feature extraction happened with two important features of the table as top and leg. Then knowing these two, you call it a table. That is classification. You are classifying this object as table because it has top and it has legs, or at least one leg. In deep learning, these two steps are combined. So you just send the picture. You are not giving x, y, z, or x1, x2, x3. You are not giving those input variables. One is the color of the table, the other is the geometry of the table, the other is shape of different pieces of the table. Nothing you are feeding into it. You're just feeding a photo. Once you feed the photo, what comes out is table or not. That is deep learning. How is it doing? No, reinforcement is different. Reinforcement is reward based. If you do a good job, I'll give you a chocolate. Like we do that to the kids, right? Your nephew or niece, you would tell, if you finish the 7th table, I'll give you a chocolate. Then she finishes. That is reward driven. Reinforcement is reward driven. But deep learning is not reinforcement learning. Deep learning is about having deep number of layers. Like the way you have biological neurons in the brain that are interconnected. There are billions of connections among these neurons. And they know when to turn on, when to turn off. So when I see this classroom, like the camera eyes, and then I see scan of this room, this portion of the room, the back wall of my retina, there are neurons that are taking the light coming in and then they're getting activated in different potential, right? Their action potential is varying. If there's a bright light, my back neuron is getting higher potential of activation. If it is dim light, maybe less. It depends. And those neurons behind the back wall of the retina are communicating with our visual cortex, which is right here in the brain. Somehow there are neurons interconnected and they are having the signals activated. There are different pathways based on what I am looking at, what I am focusing on. Different activations are happening. Then I could say there are 4 females this side. I could say the rest of them are males. I could say there is one Swamiji here. Then I could say there are chairs that are not occupied. I'm solving different problems. And hence different neurons are triggering for solving those problems. So is there any way you could control and learn? If I say there are 4 females in this portion of the room, there is something that identifies 4 females uniquely among these 13 people or 18 people. What is that uniquely identifying the females out of this? Right? So can we get some kind of a learning the way we are learning it from the picture using our senses? Can you use some kind of layered artificial neurons, like the way you have biological neurons that are layered in the brain? Can I have deep networks of neurons, each layer having a bunch of neurons? And then I pass the information. What is the information I am passing when I am taking a picture here? I am passing nothing but pixel data, right? So from the pixel data, can I have these deep layered neurons? What is a neuron? Think of it as like a function. If it is a linear piece of neuron, that is y equal to mx plus c. Think like that. If an input is given, it does some linear operation. Y is equal to mx plus c. X is the pixel value from that corner. That is one dimension, right? It goes like that. If it is a loan application, you have 26 fields, 26 dimensions. If it is an image, each pixel is different, right? So each picture itself is a field for us. So if it is so-called 4K image, maybe you have some 4,000 by 2,000 or 8 million pixels. So it is heavily data intensive, right? One simple photo, you click on your photo, is having 4 million pixels in it. Then I have to learn from 4 million pixels and understand that within this photo we have 4 females. It's very hard. But we are learning it because we are having a deeper layer of networks, deeper layer of neurons, deeper layer of these y equal to mx plus c functions. But everything is linear in the world? No, right? Everything is non-linear. So y equal to mx plus c is only linear. So I need to bring some non-linearity to it. So we would have some another non-linear function on top of it. You transform the x into y to y dash, or y dash dash, whatever it is. So that is deep learning, right? So now you understand the whole concept. I think that's good enough. What is data science? What is AI? What is machine learning? What is deep learning? What is... So any questions so far? And how does it help you now? How does data science help you in your career? That is one question you have always. Predicting? By prediction, right? I mean, and see, if you go home and then you say somebody, you know what, I attended an information session on data science. Oh, what did you learn from it? I learned the distinction between these terms. Not only that, I learned that data is the oil, AI is the electricity. What do you mean? I mean, I think the opposing parties of the current Telangana, they would come and say now they give free electricity too. Come, I mean, AI is giving them electricity, right? So electricity is about the revolution it has brought in. Until before electricity, what happened? Until before electricity, what happened? People are not having lights. No lights. They have lights. People don't have machines running. They have machines running. Then what did electricity do to the world? Automated. Do you think they don't have automation? Say automation is automation. So what happened was, at that time, oil is the prime driver. Oil is the fuel. Oil is the one that drove the things and industries and factories and people and elephants and everything, and locomotives and everything. Oil. But the challenge with oil is transportation, excavation, extraction and everything. What is the challenge with electricity? There is not really challenge when it comes. There are challenges, its own challenges. But electricity is easy to transfer through wires versus oil to be transferred through pipes. Electricity can be converted into different energies. Oil can be too, but with better ease. With electromagnetic fields come in, these forces can make the things happen for you. What happened is, the moment electricity has come, those oil furnaces or oil-driven industries have been transformed to electricity-driven industries. You know, until then in the cold countries, they have the heater systems based on oil. Because when it gets cold, you burn the oil and then heat comes and then heat is sent, so-called steams are sent through the pipes, or the water is made hot and then water is sent through in the rooms in the pipes, so the hot water is making the room hot. And now if you don't have oil-based heating systems, if you have electric-based heating systems, good, no? It's more secure, there is no fire alarm, there is no problem of oil catching fire and all of that. It is applied literally in every industry. Every industry that was using oil before, switched to electricity. That is the revolution. So AI is an electricity. What it means is, AI has made a revolution and is going to make more revolution in the current industry, current world, because every industry that is sitting on top of data. Tell me one industry that is not sitting on top of data. One industry that is not sitting on top of data. Spiritual industry, maybe, I don't know. I mean, even that, if you run it like an entity, you have data. I mean, if you do data analytics very well in Tirupati, I think you could cut short the queue time. They're doing really good job. But there is still a lot of room left. Can you do AI? And then, yeah. So if every department, every industry in the world has data, AI is going to do something for that. Not every data opportunity means AI opportunity, but 95% of the times. Majority of the times, it's an opportunity for AI. And hence AI cuts across all the industries. Why? Why? Because it's learning from data. It doesn't matter the type of the data. It could be industrial data, it could be job data, it could be manufacturing data, it could be boiler temperature data, it could be the sensor data, this could be room temperature data, I mean, anything to anything. All pervasive. Okay? So AI is the electricity, new electricity, that's why. You have any questions, by the way? Anybody has any questions? And because AI is the electricity, and every industry is going to transform itself using AI, maybe we need to learn something about AI. Because this is just the beginning. If is already matured, and then what happens if what goes up? Comes down, right? Oil industry also has gone up, by the way. With electricity, probably it has come down a little. But oil has its own use. So even AI industry goes up. Somewhere it has to come down. I don't know when. Maybe 10 years, 100 years, 200 years. It doesn't matter. But you are catching up the wave while it is going up. Not 10 years, I mean, hundreds of years, of course. So if it is electricity is still highly valuable now. More valuable than before. Electricity is the one that is making these small chips run and work. Right? So I would say for your career and have a good progression, you want to hop onto something that is growing. So AI is growing because AI is electricity, because AI is applied in everywhere, in every industry, including spiritual industry. I'm just saying, where you cannot imagine, there you can apply AI. You can easily imagine manufacturing, finance, insurance, and healthcare and human resources. I mean, these industries, easy, you can say. I can predict tomorrow whether you get the job or not at company A based on the job description they give, based on the profile you give, and then I can do some matchmaking. I come and say, based on my prediction, he's a 70% probability for getting this job. Who is doing? Yeah, I mean, who is not doing? From the time you wake up till the time you sleep, at least 20, 30 AI agents are helping you. You know that? So, not just LinkedIn. Everybody is hopping on to AI, and hence, what does it mean? Now the hard part, the challenging part. Now that I know if I learn AI, I can be a better professional tomorrow. The hard part is, if everybody is learning everything the same, you are not different. You are not intelligent anymore, right? If everyone knows how to play checkers, you are not intelligent. Only 3 people know how to play chess, you are intelligent. The more difficult it is to learn, the more intelligent you become. That's the perception anyhow. So, I would like you to tell yourself, now that I know I want to get into AI, how do I improve the quality of my learning? How do I learn AI better? Better than many, including my class and the rest of the classes in the rest of the world. How do I benchmark myself better than yesterday? I'm not saying compare with your friends. I'm saying, how do I improve my learning in such a way that I'm an outstanding student? How do I improve my learning if every class is learning really well because of the pedagogy that Infogrex has created, which is good? Then the whole Infogrex students will stand out from other students. But end of the day, Sankalpam is important, the will to do it, but doing is also important, right? So you have to do it. You have to work hard and you have to do it. And anything, when you try to learn in the beginning, is always difficult. Isn't it? Now if I tell you to remember and then say what is 13 17s, you will tell me get out. But in the childhood we learned all of that by making some thumb rules, or because there is a method to madness, there are steps to learn, and then you learned. Even though for rote learning of tables, You are able to do quite a few commerce easily. When you try to buy things outside, you do commerce using tables without really learning to do it. You just remembered it and then did it. There's a lot of value, right? So with AI, you have to do some kind of memory in terms of learning techniques, because you can't understand everything to begin with. But just take it for granted. Every decision tree, it is explicable. Don't ask questions, that's okay. I mean, for some time. As you learn certain things, you take for granted, like you take tables for granted. Then math is not difficult. But the moment you try to come and say, no, that is not intelligence. I want to do intelligent math. I want to tell like Sakuntala Devi, 225 times 2,222,35, what it is. So don't try to solve all the problems at the same time. I'm solving the problem of machine learning, I don't want to solve the problem of math. I'm solving the problem of visualization. Extracting data, that's a different problem. Exploring data, different problem. Arriving at intelligence, different problem. All are different problems. I don't want to learn all of them together, because human mind is so small in terms of learning. The speed at which it can learn, there's a 7-second attention span. I mean, in fact, I'm holding you for this long means great to you. I mean, kudos to you. I mean, the eyes goes bigger and then somebody's looking at me like this, means his mind is somewhere. He's just trying to come to this world. Your attention span is 7 seconds. The number of syllables you could remember is only 7 syllables. The maximum you could remember is Aravinda Sameta Veera Raghava Reddy. I mean, maximum you can remember is 7 syllables, man. That's it. You can't go beyond that. Can you? No, you can, man. If you chant Vedas, yeah, of course. But that's the only thing 24/7 they do. When they chant, and then they remember. Means you're really training it hard. All I'm trying to say is, when your learning is the weakest link in the mind, which is a short-term memory with 7 syllables and 7 seconds of attention span, all I'm asking you is, do baby steps. And you can't do baby steps easily online because you have 7 seconds attention span. Oh, Coursera is helping me. Okay, do it. After 3 months, when this course is done, show me the certificate. Okay, good. Means you have to complete, right? Enrollment is easy for freebies. Graduation is difficult. That's because our learning is only baby steps. And then even if you have lot of ability to learn, your attention span is also small. So they are two opposing forces. Here at least I can say, hey, wake up. Mister, wake up. I can say, wake up. At least. And then, at least I know you're definitely not interested, so you're walking out. But nobody knows whether you're learning or not online. So classroom learning is always important. Hybrid is much better because of ease of availability of information. So you have to make a choice today. Infogrex or not. Am I going to learn something? Am I going to learn the way it should be learned? The way it should be taught. If it is not being taught the way it should be taught, then you are wasting your time and wasting your money. So I would advise you to think. For me to get onto this fast train called AI, that can be really, really expanding and then seeing the new territories as you travel through this train, ask yourself, am I committed to giving that time to learn for my career? And this learning is not difficult. If this learning is difficult, then how come some of your classmates are already doing some problems online and doing some AI tricks and then showing you some results? He's also the same guy. He's in your class. He's not in Harvard class, right? He's in your class. Some of your friends are able to do it, means you are also able to do it. It's not rocket science. It is just that you need to focus, you need to spend time and energy and then be ready for that. Okay?